Annyeonghaseyo, PMS Black Queen here with a K-drama review for you, and today we are reviewing the K-drama Blood, and we're on episode 2. You can watch this drama on Dramafever, Viki, and Hulu Plus. I will leave all the information down below, including a brief synopsis about this drama. Now, let's get into it because there's a lot of ground to cover in episode 2. Alright, so we left off with Ji-sang. He's in the military. He's a doctor there. He's on the phone talking with someone about something. And all of a sudden an explosion happens. And it doesn't even faze him because he's a vampire, of course. So he just gets up and walks away. So Ji-sang, he's starting at a new hospital. And by the way, if I'm looking down, I've got my notes, of course. So he's starting at a new hospital, and this girl is running in the hallway, and she bumps into him, breaks his glasses. They exchange words, and he's like, you owe me a new pair of glasses, basically. This girl, her name is Rita. That's her name, Rita. Yeah, Rita. And so she's in a meeting in the next scene, and Ji-sang goes to the meeting as well, and he's introduced in that meeting as like the director of the department, and both of them are going to be working together. By the way, they kind of exchange words back and forth. She's kind of like a snooty, snobby know-it-all. Don't like her. Don't like Rita. Don't like Rita. I don't like her. She's kind of a know-it-all. He's kind of like, who is this girl? Because she's kind of bossy, and so they exchange words, like I said. He goes into, there's the meeting that they're in, by the way, is for a surgery that's going to happen. Before each surgery, they kind of talk about what they're going to do, the team of doctors. They all discuss, what they're going to do in order for the surgery to be successful. So he goes to his office, and he takes these pills, of course, that he takes before, or he puts his pills in the safe, actually. There's a safe in his office, so he puts those pills in the safe. Those are the pills that he needs before surgery, so he won't, thirst for blood and whatnot. So, Rita goes into the surgery, right? And the staff and everyone is watching her perform the surgery, and so is Ji-sang. He's there too, watching her perform the surgery from up above, so they can kind of see what's going on. And she, during the surgery, she's talking about, going out to party and eating Korean barbecue and this, that, and the third. She's kind of paying attention to what she's doing, but she's not paying attention to what she's doing. It's kind of weird to explain that. She's just talking casually, like, hey, while she's got the scalpel and stuff, and she's like, yeah, let's go out and party, and this, that, and the third. So to me, it seems like she's paying attention, but she's not. As she's doing the surgery, this other guy comes upstairs to watch as well. This guy that comes upstairs is like the chairman or the director of the entire hospital. And this man happens to be her uncle. So they're related. She's related to the head chairman of the hospital. So now I think I know how she got her job and why she's kind of snooty. Because her uncle pretty much runs the place. So she does the surgery, talking about Korean barbecue and all that, and of course something goes wrong with the surgery. The patient starts to bleed out, and it's bad. She fumbles. She doesn't know what to do. Things go from bad to worse. Let me just tell you that. It goes from bad to worse. And guess who comes to save the day? Ta-da! Ji-sang comes to save the day. He goes to his safe in his office, takes the pill that he needs to take before surgery. He goes in there, and he's the cleanup man. He cleans up the mess. The surgery is a success. That just rhymed, and the patient did not die because she made some terrible mistake, like I said, and the patient almost died. So after that, Ji-sang goes home, and he has this roommate. The roommate is very, very cute, by the way, and I believe the roommate knows that he's a vampire because the roommate checks his vitals, checks his blood pressure and stuff like that. The roommate is the person that makes those pills for him that he takes before each surgery. And the roommate also made this cute little robot named Lovey So cute, cute, cute. And he said that the robot's going to start taking his vital signs and whatnot. Excuse me. So, oh, by the way, Jisang gets his new pair of glasses too from Rita, who broke them earlier. So the head vampire is working at the hospital. You know, you guys know I'm in love with the villain. I'm in love with the head vampire. I don't know his name. I call him Oppa because he's older than me and he's so handsome. And anyway, he's like the director of the department under which Jisang is working. So he comes to town. He starts working at the hospital. His assistants are there also. They're not in the hospital, but they're in town, you know. And Jisang watches videos of his mother in the next scene. He's watching videos of his mom that she left for him before she died. And in those videos, you know, she's explaining to him how he got infected. She's explaining to him that, you know, he's infected because, you know, his parents are infected. Mom and dad were infected. So when he was born, he immediately was infected with the virus. It carried over to him. So basically she was saying how he got infected, and she was saying, you know, you're not a monster and this and that and the third, and he's crying and all in his feelings and stuff like that. We find out that the people that were after him, the head vampire and whatnot, they're after him because they want to use this virus for a bad purpose. But his parents were trying to find a cure for, you know, the treatment of the virus. But, you know, they had to go on the run. So, excuse me. Alright, so after that, we see the head vampire, right? We see my Oppa. He's at his apartment. He goes into his safe also. He pulls out this bag of liquid. It's yellow, like in a IV drip type bag. And he drinks it. Whatever it is, it doesn't faze him or kill him or anything. It doesn't turn him, but it treats like him like, it's like alcohol almost, I want to say. Like a drink. Got him a little bit drunk and tipsy, but I don't know what that, it does nothing for him though. I don't know what that stuff, there were multiple bags of this stuff in that safe. Alright, so it looked like the stuff that his mom and dad got injected with when they died, when the head vampire's assistant stabbed them with the needle. It looks like that. Whatever that was that killed the parents, that's what he drank. Must be immune to him. I don't know as of right now. So, before Jisang goes to work in the next scene, the roommate makes a stronger dosage of the pills and gives it to him before he goes to work. So, we got that. After that, Rita and Jisang, they're interviewing candidates for work at the hospital. Jisang immediately hires a girl. There's a girl and a guy in there. He immediately hires a girl when she starts talking about her background for his team. And then after that, the head vampire is then introduced to the entire staff. There's a big meeting where he comes and does the speech and everything. And as Jisang is walking down the hall, he feels his presence and he knows that there's something not right. So he goes into the room, listens to the tail end of the speech, and after the speech, my Oppa tries to shake hands with Jisang, but Jisang does not accept his hand at all. He doesn't like him. He feels really, really, no, like don't want no parts of him. Something about him he doesn't like. And he's right. His intentions are right. So after that, there is another meeting because another surgery is coming up. And this time, my Oppa's in that surgery. The head vampire's in there. And he insists that Jisang does this surgery because it was supposed to be passed to someone else. But he was like, nope, want Jisang to do it. So Jisang says, all right, hold up. I got to go to my office right quick. So he's going to his office, but someone gets there before he does. I think it's one of my Oppa's assistants that gets there because what he does is he breaks into his office, goes into his safe, and tampers with his pills. He switches them out. And he also kind of does something to his computer because when Jisang goes back to his office, he cannot log into his computer. His access is denied, and also his pills look the same. So he goes to his safe, he takes the pills, he doesn't think anything of it because they look the same. And then he proceeds to go into surgery. When he goes into surgery, he takes the scalpel, he begins to cut, and he begins to shake a little bit. As soon as he sees the blood, he begins to shake and kind of quiver. His eye, and he notices that his body is changing. There's something not right. Mind you, while this is going on, up above, Rita and the head vampire and others are looking at him from above as he's performing this surgery. The head vampire is looking especially to see what's going on. He's really curious about how, he's going to react. So he stops to cut in the middle of the surgery. He turns around. His eyes begin to turn green. His nails begin to grow. He drops the scalpel. While he's turned around, no one can see the change that's happening. And that's pretty much how the scene ends. It ends with him, like I said, he drops the scalpel and we see him kind of changing. So, like I said, his safe was tampered with. And I can't wait to see what's going on in episode number 3. This is a very, 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 very good drama, and I'm really enjoying it. Alright guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you to my new and my old subscribers. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Do all 3. They're free for crying out loud. And I'll see you next time with episode 3 of Blood, alright? See you later. 감사합니다. And have a fantastic day.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please click the link to watch my latest video.